Okay, hello everybody. I'm just getting the computer set up here, making sure that everyone can see that okay. I'm gonna make it bigger. How do I do that? Oops. I don't know. Can you see that okay?
Mhm.
Okay, even if it's not the full version, that's fine. Okay, we
If you
are
click down in the corner, Chelsea, where the two
oh,
little arrows are, you might be able to make it full screen. Yep.
perfect. Perfect,
There
perfect.
you go.
And
That
then
should work.
I
There you
can view.
go.
There we go. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our Discover Arbonne call tonight. I am sharing with my lovely friend Victoria Neister, and we're just going to share a little bit about who we are, a little bit about the company. If you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. And if you are a guest listening in tonight, please let us know who invited you, and we're going to do a draw at the end if there's anyone on. And if not, that's totally fine because we were just saying, like, even if there's no guests on, like, we love sharing about this opportunity. And I know for myself, it took me several times to hear about it until finally I was like, okay, maybe I'm a little bit open to hearing like what this is all about. So my name is Chelsea Boylan. I am an independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne. I am a wife and a mom to my three kids. So Hallie, Connor, and Violet, they are 9, 5, and 3. It is very busy over here, a little chaotic. And I've been with Arbonne for the last 5 years. Previously, I was a server in the restaurant industry, and when I decided to say yes to Arbonne, it was strictly for the discount. I wanted nothing to do with the business because I was so terrified what people would think of me. And at home, I was on maternity leave. So I had a 4-year-old and 3-month old at that time. I was busy, right? I was like, I don't have time to do a business like this. But I knew I wanted like a full body reset. I was in the thick of it, postpartum navigating, having two children now. My husband was working a lot. And so I wanted to do the Arbonne 30 program, which I felt incredible doing. And I literally told no one because I was like an undercover Arbonne agent. I was like embarrassed and like, I don't know. I look back now, I'm like, why did I gatekeep that? Because when you feel good, you want to share that with people. Like, when you find a good deal on something, you share and tell your friends. And that's no different than what we do with Arbonne. And so eventually I got over myself. I was like, I want to do this. I'd seen everyone having so much fun, and I just had to get over the fears of what people would think of me and decided to just jump right in. And I'm so grateful that I didn't let fear hold me back because it has given me so much purpose and passion outside motherhood, and it has given me flexibility and time to spend with my kids. I think time is the most valuable gift you can have, and I get to be there for everything. So I'm taking my daughter on a field trip tomorrow, drop my kids off, pick them up, sick days, what have you, mental health days. Like, I'm there for them for everything. And to me, that's just like the best thing I can do. And I didn't want to go back to a job that was negative and just wasn't making me happy. So this has been my full-time thing, and I'm just so grateful for that. Alongside with my husband, just being able to provide financially and the community. I will say, like, I have met the most incredible people that I would not have met if it wasn't for this business. And that might sound cheesy if you don't know, but it's who you meet along the way, and just people that really truly want to inspire you, lift you up, make you feel good. And you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most. And I know that I'm surrounded by people who are like dreamers, go-getters. They're inspiring other people to show up their best selves and just really feel their best. And so that's a little bit about me. And I'm going to pass it over to my friend Victoria, and she is going to share a little bit about her story. And I'm just going to say she is an area manager qualifications, which is a really big deal. We're going to talk about that a little bit in a minute, but I just want to give her a massive shout out for that because that's such a huge deal too. So take it away.
Thank you, Chelsea. Okay, I'm Victoria Kneister. I am a independent consultant and executive district manager with Arbonne. I have been with Arbonne for about 2.5 years. A little bit about me. I work in the corporate travel world. I've worked in travel for the last 15, going on 16 years. I do love it. However, after 15, 16 years, it's kind of lost a little bit of its luster. I found Arbonne 2.5 years ago when my family had relocated to Calgary. It was post-COVID, and I had come down with some sickness. Ended up on 2 rounds of antibiotics that extremely just ruined my guts. And when I found Arbonne, my girlfriend was sharing about it on socials, and she was like, talking about this greens drink. And I basically I messaged her and I was like, take my money, like basically just take my money. I will do anything to feel better. And I basically ordered the products, and then not even a week later, I had a call with Chelsea, and I had a call with my girlfriend Amber, and we talked about the business. I wasn't looking for anything at that time. I had come from a previous network marketing company that I was working alongside my full-time job before, and really was kind of not open to the idea. But after I heard the opportunity, and I heard, that there was really like, it was not complicated. And just the community was there for me. It was basically something I just didn't know that I needed. And after moving and relocating and just not knowing a lot of people, I jumped in and I haven't looked back. And it's been the most amazing experience. I think, obviously the income opportunity has been incredible, but the community that I've found has been just amazing. And yeah, I'm just here and I'm excited to share with everybody tonight.
I love it. I'm so grateful for you. Like, I would not have met you, even though I feel like we know so many similar people, like, we're all connected in some sort of way. So I just think it's so fun that we get to do this business together and cheer each other on. Okay, can you guys see the thriving in 2025? Okay, I'll start here if that's okay with you, Vic.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we'll just go back and forth. So, thriving in 2025. First of all, I love that word, thriving. Like, yes, please. Okay, so B Corp certification. We are a certified B Corp company, which means we are legally responsible to balance profit and purpose with the planet. A lot of companies try to get the certification, and not a lot of them actually get it. So that alone is amazing. You might have heard of other companies like Patagonia, Ben and Jerry's, Athleta. They're all B Corp companies. However, I will say Arbonne is the highest direct selling company in health and beauty out of all of the B Corp companies. And that's something to be very, very proud of. And we have to renew that certification every 3 years. So I love that for us. I love that we're thinking about the planet and the people, and it's not just about profit. This is a big thing here too. So formulated with plant-based ingredients, we were clean before clean was cool. Okay. So like back in 1980, people were smoking on airplanes. We were talking about vegan and gluten-free. Now it's the new thing, right? But we were the first company to do the clean thing. And we've been that way since 1980. So 45 years ago. We have a really strict ingredient policy. We go above and beyond the European standards. So European standards they ban around 1,400 chemicals and toxins. We go above and beyond that. So Arbonne bans over 2,000 harmful ingredients. So I know these products are safe for me. They're safe for my family. And I'll be honest, I never read labels before. I was very naive to think that my makeup I was using for MAC had like chemicals in it. And then once I heard and I started doing my research, I was like, what do you mean? And so what we put on our skin and in our body truly does matter. And I know for me being a mom, I want to just also be a really good role model to my kids and educate them on how to read labels. But it starts with me first by going first. So just to put it in perspective, Canada bans around 500 ingredients, and in the States, I think they ban around 15. So there's just not a lot of regulations of what they can or cannot put in the products. A lot of things can look flashy and try and get your attention. But really, I don't have to worry about what's in the products because I know they're the best of the best. We have a variety of consumable products. So if you're maybe thinking about doing the business, and maybe you're not, but just listen in tonight with an open mind and an open heart, you want something that's consumable, okay? So that means that there's products for everyone, whether you're a brand new baby or you're 90 years old. We have stuff it's like a one-stop shop. It's like a healthy Amazon, if you will. So we have skincare, like the best skincare, nutrition, makeup, bath and body. We have baby items, just something for everyone, like I said. And when I say consumable, like you're using them, you finish using them, you're going to reorder and want more. So that's kind of when residual income comes into play too. We are currently in 6 countries. Okay. So it's not about who you know now, but who you can meet. And we have these handy things called cell phones. If you want to utilize it, you can meet people all over the world and build a global business, which I think is so amazing. So we are in the USA, Canada, UK, Poland, New Zealand, and Australia. And the last thing I want to mention is we have a 90-day return policy. So that is like speaking volumes about our products. We stand behind them. And for an example, if you were to buy a box of fizz, you try it out, you don't love it, you send it back, you get a full refund on it and no questions asked. And I think that just shows how incredible the products are. But if they're not for you and you give them a try, like that's okay too. But yeah, 90-day return policy, which I love.
I'm just going to move my little bar over here with all the faces on it. I can't see the screen. Okay, so what it looks like to be a consultant. So essentially, like we already do this. So how many times can you think of when you've had your favorite drink at Starbucks and you went and told your coworker about it? Or you've bought something at Costco and you brag about it to a friend of yours and then they go end up purchasing it. So you're basically already doing this, but essentially, when you do those things, when you recommend Starbucks or you recommend Costco, you're not really making anything off of that recommendation. But we always do this every single day, and it's just like your favorite restaurant. So as a consultant, we are just recommending products that we've fallen in love with and that we use every single day and that we believe in. Um, and as a consultant, we teach you to utilize your social media for good instead of scrolling, because we all know what it's like to go down the scroll hole. And we shop from our own store. So this was big for me when I first started. When I first started, I started to obviously be a little bit more aware of ingredients, and the previous network marketing company with that I was with before was green. But when I actually took a deep dive, I realized that like when you're going above European standards like Arbonne, and then you're banning like over and above that, which is over 2,000 toxic ingredients, there's a lot of things in your household, and there was a lot of things from even previous companies that, said they were green that were not banning those items. So I love that we shop from our own store because right away when I became a consultant, I started replacing everything within my house with products that I was already using. And basically, I'm getting paid on those products. So it was just, it was a no-brainer for me to do that. We teach you to focus on your health and help others do the same. Like, how incredible is that? You get to focus on feeling better and looking better, and then you get to share that with others. You can blend this seamlessly throughout your day. So, as I mentioned before, I am a corporate travel manager. I work a full-time job. I have a 4-year-old. I have a busy life. I love being outside. I still make time for my hobbies, which one of them is fly fishing. I forgot to mention that when I first introduced myself. But I'm still able to blend this throughout my day. So to give you guys an example of that, I was literally on a boat on Sunday and we stopped for lunch and I sent 2 recommended cards while I was in the middle of my float on the river. And then I got on with my float for the rest of the day. So you can truly do this business from anywhere. And I love that so much. And you are helped every step of the way. So we have the most amazing community that are cheering you on. Even people like I went into qualifications for area last night. Many of you probably don't know what that means, but I had other people from other teams in Arbonne cheering me on that have no, they don't benefit from my business in any way. So I truly love, where I've landed, and I can't say enough good things about the community. I'll turn it over to you, Chelsea.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And yes, you are very busy, but again, like you said, you find the time and you make the time. And that kind of leads into what I want to talk about is common hesitation. So I'm not going to get into all of them. You can read them here on the screen. Mine were what were people think of me. I was very, very insecure and thinking, oh my gosh, people are going to talk badly about me. But I've realized at the end of the day, people might talk about you whether you're doing good or bad, right? It doesn't really matter. And people's opinions do not pay my bills. And it's none of my business what people are saying about me. I just need to focus on myself and stay in my own lane. But some of them are not enough time. The best thing I can say to you about this one is busy people like love this business because you figure out that time and it's little pockets of time. It's not like sitting down doing your Arbonne business for 8 hours at a desk. Like Victoria said, it's a little bit here and there. Like I fit this in through the chaos of motherhood and life, and you just find little pockets to fit it in and just managing that, right? So if it's a priority to you and you're like looking to make an extra stream of income, then instead of maybe watching your Netflix at night, you'll utilize that time to work your business because you can do it from home and from your phone. You're not trading your time for money in that sense too. Not enough followers. I think we get stuck in our head on this one a lot. Like, oh my gosh, social media, it's a great tool. And we have lots of tools to share with you on how to utilize social media if you're willing to be open to that and coachable. But at the same time, you don't have to have a big following to be successful at this. I feel like you can learn as you go and grow from there, but having a certain amount of number of followers does not equal success in this business either. We are in the business of just like relationships and sharing, and I think people are drawn to that too. So it's not about the number per se. Not enough knowledge. I hear this one a lot. People think they need to be a holistic a nutritionist, or they think they need to have a physical education background or anything like that. But honestly, like you just learn as you go. I'm not going to ever know every single thing or every single ingredient, but I love that there is all the information given to us. And again, you just ask in our community chat. Everyone's here to help each other. Not enough money, I will say all the more reason to start an Arbonne business. Okay. Like if you need money, it's such a low startup cost. Think of like a brick and mortar. You're spending thousands of dollars to start a business, buy all the products and everything, whether you're paying rent or what have you. This is such a low startup cost. No investment package is necessary, and 5 to 10 hours a week to create an additional stream of income. So I say like that is a no-brainer to me. So again, you can go over the other ones too, but those are just a couple common hesitations that people have. But totally normal to have common hesitations.
Love it. And I also just wanted to say, I just thought about this, but Arbonne's been around for like 40 years or 45 years, and people have been building these businesses way before we had followers or even that existed. So it's, that is definitely not, shouldn't hold you up. So perks of the squad and the company. So Basically, you can make a little extra income or a lot of extra income. So our business is efforts based. So you put in a certain amount of effort, you're going to get out this, whatever you're putting in is going to match you in what you're getting out of this, which is great because if you're finding that this is not difficult to integrate when you first start, but if you're already strapped for time, like you can find little pockets in your day to start working this as it works with you. And then, as you're kind of building your business as you're building your business, you can then, start to see where you can maybe add in a little bit more. So it's really, really like we work with you. We meet you where you're at. So again, you can make a little extra income or a lot of extra income. Surrounding yourself with a community of positive influence in all areas of your life. So parenthood, relationships, health, and wellness. I can tell you guys that basically Arbonne is a self-development business disguised as a health and wellness business. I think that I have learned so much in just who I am as a person, who I want to surround myself with because of this business. It's forced me to, it's pushed me out of my comfort zone and it's forced me to do some of the inner work that has allowed me to really kind of go after what I want to in life. And this, helps me in all areas of my life. So it helps me in being a better parent, helps me with my relationship with my husband, my family. It's also like, elevated just where I am in my health and wellness journey, and just made me want to feel better and then also share that with others. So I love that about Arbonne. It's just, even if you're just here for that, and we do have many people that are here just for that. So I love that too. Um, and we earn by personal sales commission. So we have three ways that we earn. So personal sales commissions is one. So this is when I sell a box of fizz to Chelsea, and then, next Tuesday I would earn a 15% commission on that box of fizz. Um, we also earn, uh, we also get paid 5 times a month. So every single Tuesday, we earn a commission check. And then at the beginning of every single month, when you're at a certain level in your business, you get paid an override, which is essentially getting paid on your team's volume. So in the beginning, you're selling products to your customers. And then when you start teaching other people to sell products to their customers, you earn what's called an override on those sales. And then the third way that we earn is through bonuses, and these are available at every single level, and it's all efforts based, and I love that. There's also the incentives, which are annual trips, VP Success Award, and the Mercedes-Benz Award, and team gifting, which is always unique to each team. So there's multiple ways that you can earn. There's so many incentives. There's so many things that Arbonne puts on for us, and I just couldn't be more grateful. There are 4 management levels with Arbonne, and I'll just go over them. So when you first start, everyone starts on a level playing field. Everyone starts as an independent consultant. The first level of management is district manager. This is where you're earning anywhere between $300 and $1,900 every single month. An average time to promote to district. I've seen people do it in 6 or 7 days. I've seen people do it in a couple of months. So really, like it's all efforts based, like we had said before. And this is very doable. So we have a promotion running this month called Power to District Manager. You can always ask us about that after this call if you wanted to. And then Area Manager is the second level of management. So that is where you're earning $1,500 to $5,000 per month. Your business becomes willable at this level, which is super cool. So that, to me, like that really hits because right now at my corporate job, like I've put in almost 16 years there. And if something were to happen to me, obviously they would likely send my family flowers, but probably within a week, my position would be replaced and that would be it. So with Arbonne, if, God forbid something were to happen to me, my business can be willed to my husband and he can take over my business moving forward and or just receive my paychecks going forward, which I think is amazing. Third level of management is regional vice president. This is where you're earning, $6,000 to $13,000 a month. This is like replacement income for most people, which I think is amazing. And this is really uncapped. So, there are regional vice presidents out there that are earning more than just the $13,000 a month. This is where you also qualify for the VP Success Award or the Mercedes-Benz Award. So this is just a cash bonus that you can have toward a Mercedes-Benz, or you can choose a slightly lower bonus, and that's called a lifestyle bonus, and you can use that toward whatever you'd like. National Vice President is the fourth and final management level in Arbonne. This is where you're earning $22,000+ a month. Basically, sky's the limit here. There's no cap on your income here. And like, how incredible is that? Like, can you imagine earning $22,000 a month or more? And completely doable. The average time to hit National Vice President in Canada is actually 5 years. So think about that. Like imagine in 5 years if you could, triple, quadruple your income. It's pretty incredible. I don't know any other job that you can really do that. So yeah, I love it.
And you know what? The time is gonna pass anyways, you guys. So
Right?
like
So
nothing
true.
nothing changes. So it's like,
Yeah,
where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like from right now, what you're doing, are you gonna be any closer to accomplishing your goals and your dreams right now? Because if the answer is no, then I seriously suggest that you like make sure you're listening, right? Like we're not here to convince you, but like this could be the vehicle to get you what you're wanting.
totally.
None of us woke up and were like, we want to be Arbonne consultants and sell fizz and protein. It's just so much more than that. So I hope that we did a good job explaining that because honestly, it's just so much bigger than that. But I just want to share a couple facts with you real quick. So, did you know something on the side that is easy and blends in with your life is huge right now? So, multiple streams of income, like, yes, please. 1 in 3 people have additional streams of income, and the side hustle market is valued at $2.58 trillion. People are wanting a piece of that pie. And the fact that it is so easy to sprinkle in throughout your day with busy schedules and life, like, why wouldn't more people take advantage of that and have that opportunity at their fingertips? So, social businesses are growing, and with the use of social media, like we said, you don't have to, but it is a good tool to use. It's really easy to expand your network wherever you are. Often we look for their recommendations to make a purchase, like we mentioned. Like I'm always sharing about different things. People are asking me where to get my sweatsuit, where'd you get this, where'd you get that? Like people want to know, and we love recommendations. If my friends share something, I'm genuinely going to be like, hey, where'd you get that? Because I like them and I know them and I trust them. I'm probably going to buy it too. Global wellness and e-commerce is booming. So e-commerce is shopping online, which I'm pretty sure we all do, which it's so convenient and easy. Like think of like grocery shopping, Amazon, all of it is just so amazing. You can even get like food delivery, right? Like all of it. So this is a $5.6 trillion industry of people that value clean skincare, nutrition, and supplements. And the convenience of having them shipped right to your door is becoming just like a household priority. I know I'm the same way. I love it. So the fact that we are global wellness and e-commerce, it's literally the best of both worlds, and we have that with Arbonne. So it's really convenient, it's easy, we don't even touch the products. Everything's from the website, and like we said, it gets shipped right to your front door. And I will say that shipping is very fast and convenient. I want to say faster and more amazing than Amazon. So
Okay. So, this is my favorite part. So how do you get started as a consultant? So it's $65 to become a consultant with Arbonne. That is for all of 2025. And if you are already a preferred client, it is $45 to upgrade. Basically, we just suggest that you select a few products that you want to try out. We suggest the Green Synergy or the Arbonne 30 for a full gut reset, because that's what a lot of us did when we first started. And it truly does change lives. It can really change. Oh,
sorry, it
that's
just
okay. No, all good. All good. So it can truly change your life. And I know for me, like gut health was a huge game changer for me when I first started the Arbonne products, and they completely changed my skin. Like first, my skin never looked like this before, and I just started to feel better over time. But we just suggest that you grab a few things, whether that's skincare, whether it's our gut health products, or you try the full 30 days. It's a great place to start. And basically, we want you to start keeping your receipts and your bills. Many things that you're already spending money on are now a tax write-off. So to give you guys an example, like I write off my mortgage insurance. I write off all of my travel that has anything to do with Arbonne. Anytime I have a coffee date or a dinner with a friend or a work night, I write that off. All of my advertising is written off. So this really does give you a huge break at tax time, and I think that that is something that we don't talk about enough because that can be such a game changer for people. We're talking like thousands of dollars that you can get back every single year just for owning your own business and the offset from those taxes. Um, Basically, if you are interested in becoming a consultant, we just ask that you text the consultant that invited you tonight to listen to this and tell them that you are ready to start. You can just text them start, and we are so excited to help you at every step of the way. I think if the business isn't for you yet, you can try out our products at retail price or as a preferred client. It's $20 for a preferred client membership for the entire year. Currently, for the month of May, it's being waived. So with a qualifying order, which is about $156, and that will actually earn you the free membership, which is free shopping perks for the entire year, free shipping on your qualifying orders. You also get to pick a free full-size gift from our best sellers list. There's like lip oil on there, there's fizz on there, which is valued at like $70 a box. So definitely an incredible value just to become a preferred client. And actually, I forgot to mention as a consultant, that $65 you get to pick either a glow cream or a box of fizz. So you're essentially not even really, you're paying for a product and you're getting a whole business in a box for an entire year, which I think like I don't know anywhere else you can do that. And I just want to say as well, like there is no minimum monthly ordering as a consultant. You do not pay, a monthly annual or a monthly fee to be a consultant, and you never have to worry about not being paid your commissions if you don't place a big monthly order. I know that some other companies are like that. There's no smoke and mirrors here. We've had consultants that have literally started with one box of fizz and built their business just based off of that. So that's it.
I
Thank you
love
so
it.
much.
Yes, thank you for sharing with me. I'm going to stop sharing and I'll just say too, like you said, like there's no monthly fees or anything like that. And so we're very transparent. So if you have any questions or maybe you don't want to share in the chat, but if you have questions, feel free to ask us later because we are open books, right? So I love it. It was so amazing to share with you tonight. Thank you, Victoria. And I will just say, like your skin is skinning. It's glowing. Like,
Well, thank you.
I'm
I
sorry,
have the
how old are
skin
you
tint on
turning?
right now.
How old are you turning?
I'm turning 40 very soon.
Look
But
at her skin, you guys. Seriously.
like I'm wearing the skin tint, but honestly, like Arbonne has totally changed my skin. I used to have like breakouts and dryness and all the things. So, thanks, Adrienne. Okay.
Amazing.
Thank
Okay,
you
I'm going to
guys
stop
so much for tuning
recording.
in.